Hi, my name's Ed and welcome to the channel. A while ago, probably earlier this year, I put out a video of my dissatisfaction with the likes of modern stuff, that it wasn't fixable anymore. And what I was really pointing at was the lights on my cycle carrier. So what we're doing in this video is I'm taking those lights off and we're going old school, and we're going to put some lights on with bulbs so they can be changed. The problem that I had with the other one was that water had got in and it had corroded all the LEDs in there, so it's made it completely and utterly useless and unrepairable.
On my XLC bike carrier, I've got a problem with this LED light, in the fact that water's got in there and it's corroded a lot of the LEDs on there. And I've checked on the internet and I'm looking at around 100 to 140 pounds to replace just this one unit, which I'm not prepared to pay for because we could have the same problem again. The one on the left hand side over there, not got a problem with that one at all. But what I've done is, because I'd rather have bulbs instead, is I've purchased a set of these lights with all the wiring and with a 13-pin socket on the end of it. So my plan is, I've just been playing around with some brackets at the moment, not quite got it sure what I'm going to be exactly what I'm doing with it, but basically I'm looking at using these brackets. I'm going to drill some holes in here and here, and then basically I'm going to probably mount them there and there. So obviously the light will come across and then it'll obviously shine on the number plate at night, etc. But yeah, I mean the set of lights including postage packing cost me 35 quid, so it's a no-brainer really to change them. Then at least then if I've got any problems, it's a case of changing bulbs and not having problems with stupid LEDs. I must say I don't agree with LEDs at all. I just think they're a waste of time. Right, so that's the two brackets now mocked up. I need to get some longer, some shorter bolts for here and here, but for now it's fine just to give me an idea of where I'm going with it. So now on the back of the lights you've got these two bolts, so they're then going to locate into these slots here. Just a little adjustment there, that's it. So as you can see, you see there? Yeah, see they're just going into the slots there. So they can lay that down, and then the nice thing about it is I've got some adjustments then up and down as well to get it aligned perfectly then with the number plate. So that's basically going to sit there like that. Sorry about the reflection that's there. And then obviously then we can the plug will then come in from underneath into the back of the light, and then I'll then obviously route the wiring as necessary. The wiring is too long as it stands at the moment. It's 5 meters, so my plan is eventually that I'm going to, once I've got it all rigged up and got it, make sure it's working, I'm then going to undo this plug here, shorten the wiring down, so I've just got the right amount, the same as really what's on the light carrier, the bike carrier at the moment. So that's the plan. To get the old lights off, there's a screw just under here, and then we've got a screw at the back of, then with the camera's pointed there, at the back of there, and that takes basically this cover then will come off, and then behind that is then 2 more screws, which basically if we look on the other side here you can see the existing 2 screw holes that were there, so obviously they need to come off to then obviously get to the point where we are. And then also the other thing I've done is there's a bracket here, I drilled out the rivets on it, so I've taken that out as well, which is basically this bracket here, so I can get used for something else at a later date. But yeah, so what I'll do now is I'll just do the other side now, exactly the same as I've just done the other one, and get it all sort of leveled out exactly where it wants to go. Well, that's them then now mocked on to the bike carrier. As I said, I've got to get some different length bolts. At the moment the brackets are just held on by these long ones with some wing nuts on at the moment, so I'll get the right size ones of those in a day or so, and then obviously as I said I need to then wire it up properly. But that'll do for now. At least they're going to be more visible than the pathetic things that were on there before. The only downside of these new lights I've bought is these plugs. They stick out a long way. I mean, if it was just say we were hanging it down below a back of a lorry or something like that would be a problem, but obviously because I've got them way on the bike carrier here, yeah, not ideal. But anyway, you've got these running sections here where the old cables ran down, so I'm going to reuse those, and I'll probably just put a cable tie around here just to stop that potentially dropping. Apologies for the wind, by the way. Well, that's the excess cable all chopped off now. I mean, I had 5 meters of cable, and in reality I only need about 1 meter of it. So now I'm going to wire this now into the plug, and then the plug will then go into there eventually. Well, that's the lights now all working. Hopefully it'll be much better than what it used to be when we had the bike carrier on before. I used to have a 7-pin socket on here, which I've now changed to a 13-pin, and this is a 13-pin plug. So what I used to have was a 7-pin to 13-pin adapter, and over a period of time with vibration in that, it used to then obviously come loose and create problems then with connectivity. But, so what we have on the Memo swing is this cable comes from here, and it sort of runs down underneath here to another plug here, and then the bike carrier then is then plugged in again, 13-pin, and these things, they lock in properly into place so they don't come undone. So fingers crossed we shouldn't have any problems with lights not working. Well, that's the old lights removed now. They're going to get stuck on eBay, so if we can get some money back from them. If we get my 35 quid back, I'd be quite happy, and that covers the cost of the new ones.
So that's now the new lights all installed. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Please like and subscribe to the channel, be much appreciated, and I'll see you again in the next one. Cheers.